Welcome to the latest NetUtils Tech Roundup. Today we're talking about multi-factor authentication. With security breaches at historically high levels and with traditional token-based solutions cumbersome and hard to administer, it's now simply not enough to allow a username and password for network access. Let's take a look at a solution from SMS Passcode, which allows both our enterprise and our service provider customers safe and secure network access. Malcolm, can you give us an overview of the SMS Passcode solution?
Yeah, okay. As you mentioned, a username and password is no more enough nowadays for accessing networks, especially as most users are accessing remotely. So two-factor authentication is very much the norm for most industries nowadays. The provider that we work with, as you mentioned, is SMS Passcode, and essentially what they do is they provide a further authentication credential by sending a real-time text message to a user's mobile phone. Essentially how it works is if a user already has a username and password to access a particular resource at, say for instance, their head office or HQ, that resource could be a number of things, such as a wireless network. It could be remote access to maybe remote desktops or Citrix access to remote desktops or Citrix applications. It could be VPN connection to their network. It could be access to various websites, maybe e-commerce websites or various websites that require a username and password. The credentials are sent through to the authenticating server. If they have a SMS passcode installed there, the username and password is validated, checked that it's correct, and then a text message is sent to the user's mobile phone. That text message is a flash text, real-time session-based on that connection, and that text message is then entered by the user as an additional criteria. Once that code is validated, the user is then allowed access to whatever resource they're trying to access on the back end, and that's basically how it works.
Okay, so that looks simple and secure, but what happens in a situation where a user has no mobile access, for example?
You can actually set up SMS Passcode to pre-populate a particular mobile phone with a passcode if that user is not going to be in an area where they have reception, so you can configure it to send that mobile device a passcode that they can then use when they're out of a reception area.
Okay, so that makes sense. So what would you say are the main benefits of this solution over a traditional token-based solution?
Well, the main benefit over a token-based one would be there's no hardware to manage.
Right.
Obviously, with a token-based solution, you have to issue the hardware, the tokens, you have to keep track of who the tokens are issued to. If they're faulty, you have to repair them, you have to reissue them when they expire, and so on and so forth. Whereas with SMS Passcode, it uses a user's mobile phone. Almost everyone has a mobile phone nowadays, and they pretty much carry it all the time. So you don't have to manage that particular device. Also, in addition, it's secure, because like I said earlier, it sends a real-time session-based text message, which is a flash text message, to the user's mobile phone. The text message is not stored on the user's mobile phone, and it expires after a particular time, maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes, so it's not kept on there. And probably thirdly, it's integration. SMS Passcode essentially integrates with almost anything that you have in the industry right now, be it wireless, be it Microsoft, be it Citrix, be it Juniper, various VPN solutions. There's loads and loads of examples of solutions that we currently integrate with.
Okay, it sounds great. So a very simple and secure way for users to get network access. Where can our customers find out more about SMS Passcode?
They can contact Network Utilities. Our address is down there, www.netutils.com. We can provide more information on SMS Passcode or maybe provide a demonstration as well.
That's great. Thanks very much, Malcolm. Thanks for joining us today. Hope to see you again soon.